Here I am for the recap on this weekend's fight. Great fight. I was happy with the way it went. Um, Billy Joe Saunders actually put up a good fight. I thought it was pretty close to even at the time of the stoppage. It went about how I thought it would. I didn't really expect a punch like that to break any bones or end the fight with one punch, but I think a lot of people are going around calling Billy Joe a coward, a quitter, and the works. I can't say that about the guy. I'm not going to say that he quit. I don't know that he quit. It seemed to me like his coach made the decision to not have him go out based on his body language. That's what it looked like to me. I've seen that happen before. Um, and that's what it appeared to be. He got hit with a shot. He finished the round. He was able to finish the round, but it looked like he couldn't see. It didn't look like he was hurt to the point to where he was going to get dropped or he was dazed, or he may have been a little dazed, but the reason he reacted the way he did was because he couldn't see out of that eye. It appeared to me. Now, he survived the round. That's good stuff. He comes to the corner. They decide not to send him out. I respect Billy Joe Saunders. He's a warrior. I mean, people that are calling him a coward and putting him down are people that have never fought before. And I mean, let me be clear. Once you step between those ropes to fight another man, that coward stuff goes out the window. You're not a coward anymore, okay? Because 99.99999% of people won't even do that. So let's be very clear that this man is no coward. He's an Olympian. He's a two-time world champion. Okay, you don't get to that point in boxing if you're a coward. So I'm going to put that aside right now. I will say I don't think he made the right decision. Because you have to understand boxing fans and the way that people are going to view this, okay? Boxing fans are the worst, man. They are brutal, okay? And he's going to get the image of a quitter and a coward after a stoppage like that just because he didn't show the heart to come out. So I don't think he was hurt to the point to where he couldn't survive a few more rounds. I don't think that he could see well enough to win the fight. I think that, without that eye, he wouldn't have been able to box Canelo and win. But I think he's in the corner, and I mean, there's a lesson learned for trainers and people out there. When a situation like that comes about, yeah, I'm with taking care of the fighter, protecting the fighter, and you made your decision. And I'm not going to say you made the wrong decision. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is it seemed as though Billy Joe could have continued. Whether it's grabbing the rest of the fight, whether it's throwing the jab and holding and just surviving these next 4 rounds. Had he done that, he would have made himself a lot of fans, even if he'd have lost the fight. I mean, obviously he would have lost the fight because the scoring, we heard the scoring, Canelo was ahead by 2-3 rounds, which is obscene if you ask me. It's not, I mean, it was a very close fight. I thought it could have been maybe Billy Joe up by 1 or Canelo up by 1 or maybe even a tie at that point. And like I said before the fight, there's no way Billy Joe was going to win the fight on the cards. Okay? The best hope that he could have in that fight was to sweep every round, go to the decision, take your loss, and then demand a rematch. Okay? That's the best that could have happened from that. And the way that the fight ended up, that option is now off the table because the fans are going to view you as a quitter and a coward and a lot of things that they shouldn't even be mentioning, but understand that's boxing. So my choice would have been to get out there, man. Do what you can. You know what I mean? You got 4 rounds to go. You got to finish this. I know you can't see, but that's boxing. You got to get out there. You got to box. If you got to hold, survive this. So let's get to the end of the fight. and you take your loss on the cards, he would have made himself a lot of fans by showing that kind of heart and resilience, even with the loss. So I think that they made a mistake in stopping, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was a cowardly mistake. I don't even think Billy Joe made the decision. I think he told his corner. I mean, it appeared to me that he told his corner that he couldn't see. And you got to understand, in a moment like that where you can't see, and you're in the corner, your trainer has a few seconds to make a decision. Okay, he has to base that on protecting his fighter, the chance of winning the fight, you know, the hunger to win it, the safety, and the future of your career based on whatever decision you make right now. And it's right now. The guy made the decision. He protected his kid. I'm not gonna bash that. I'm definitely not gonna bash Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, the guy, he came in, he fought, he lost. Okay, that's fine. He can come back. He's gonna be able to come back from this. He'll fight again. He may not have a lot of fans because fans are just brutal, but he's a warrior. He's a great fighter, great champion. He's already had a great career if he retires after this, but I don't think he will. But either way, Canelo got the win, deservingly so. It went about how I thought it would. It was close. I didn't think that Saunders would establish the jab the way he did, and he did a really good job. He was boxing well. It was a close to even fight in my book, and a lot of other people's books as well. A lot of people, the commentators, most of them had Saunders ahead at the time of the stoppage, so he's definitely in the fight. But the result is the result. There's no excuses. It's over. You lost, and now Saunders is going to have to. He's got a lot of fighting to do to rebuild his name after that. Unfortunately, it's not fortunate, but that's just the way it goes. And for Canelo Alvarez, it's on to the next. Caleb Plant. He'll fight Plant because he wants to unify the division. I'm okay with that. That, you know, you want to unify 68. Unify 68. That's your goal. Go for it. After that, in order for Canelo to fight a challenging beast or a monster or a tough fight, the fans are going to have to demand it. And what I mean by that is not paying for an easy fight, which fans have done before. Canelo Alvarez is at the point in his career where he's gonna pick him as much as he can. He doesn't like networks telling him who he's gonna fight. As we've seen, he's gonna battle to pick his opponent. You know, and he'll walk away from contracts with any television station or broadcasting agency. He's willing to walk away. He's not concerned with the promises he made. If that organization is not going to give him the power to do what he wants, so which is smart. I'm with him on that, you know, to a degree. But for him to fight David Benavidez or Beater Biev at 175 or somebody that's dangerous like that, the fans are going to have to demand it, because otherwise he'll just find another mandatory and make a lot of money for it. So it's up to us, the fans, now. I mean, he's going to fight Caleb Plant, which he should. That's the fight he should take now, because he wants to be the 68 king, which I'm sure he will be. I don't think Caleb Plant presents enough. I don't think he has enough experience to present any issues that Canelo won't be able to overcome in 12 rounds. So I'm pretty sure he'll win that fight. I'll study it more as we get closer. I'll look at tape and give my interpretation of each guy. But good weekend for boxing. Canelo's a champion. Hats off to him. And we'll keep following this stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope more people will tune in. Please subscribe and support me if you can. God bless.